wouldn't
I
have
just
been for
noticed it
long. I
like
was
right now.
just on it not long ago.
I have the stream open in another tab. I don't constantly watch it.
Oh. It looks like it's back.
Saved?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently that happened less than a minute ago.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I don't know why that happened, because our internet didn't even blip this time.
Just really quickly.
It was such a small blip that Discord didn't even cut. Oh.
Interesting.
Alright. So yeah. Everybody up on the top deck, here's all the clangs. Everybody up on the bottom deck, you effectively unpack all those weapons and find nothing else.
Or I'm gonna swap my shield for one of the nicely painted shields.
Alright. You swap out your shield. It has no stat benefit, it's just the same shield.
Yep, no, I know, it just looks better.
Alright. So yeah. What do you guys do next?
I don't see anything else in this room, it was just bags full of weapons.
Yep, that room was empty aside from the bags of weaponry.
Well, I'm gonna carry as many javelins as I can and start walking up the stairs.
Where do you think you're taking that? I'm asking that in character.
I don't know, upstairs?
Why? You just gonna go yeet them off? If we're transporting this back, you could leave it here.
I'm just gonna drop the javelins on the stairs and keep walking.
Upstairs or
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking upstairs. I'm dropping the javelins on the stairs. I'm just gonna keep going upstairs.
Signal? He sees that. Gets ready to follow. Fucking win.
Is there another door here, or?
Yep, there was another door there, and there.
What? There's what? What's this so?
Well, I would have left if I knew there was more doors.
I told you that the blue thing was even hanging on the back of a door.
Well, I didn't. I thought that was the door we came down on.
You came down from the giant staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh wait.
Alright. So Wendell opens the door.
Sure.
And Wendell dies.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the door opens. In the next room, you see another cabin. In the center of the cabin, there is a plain wooden table with similar pewter flagon and pewter mugs. Beside the table, there's a wooden chair. The table is similarly bolted to the ground. Hanging over the table is another unlit lantern. And as you walk into the room, you notice at the aft end of the cabin there's a large cage that holds a parrot. And as soon as you walk in, it squawks, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!
Oh!
Pieces of 8!" And then it kind of shuts up.
I just look at Bims and go, "Do you know that guy?"
He hisses at it. Because he hisses too.
He's just basically a dragon cat. Awesome.
Yeah, the bird repeats "pieces of 8" a few more times, and then kind of sits there quiet, doing bird things. And then similar to the other room, there is another bed. This one a lot shittier than the last one. And there is a box sitting at the foot of the bed.
That box or this thing?
Yeah, this thing.
All right. Guess I'll lift it with the crowbar.
Oh, yeah, there's the parrot. All right. You jam the crowbar in similarly to before. It's not even locked.
The hook end to lift the end up. I'm not going.
All right. You lift it up, and there is a
Almost
bunch
wanna
of
touch it.
clothes.
The policy. Yeet.
All right. It paid off. There is a long iron box sitting under the clothes. It kind of fills the whole length of the chest.
I take it out and put it on the bed.
All right.
Is it locked or anything special about it now that we can see the whole thing?
It is an iron box with a lock dangling from the latch. Similar to the last one, just a lock with a keyhole.
Alright. It's pretty basic looking lock, eh?
Yep.
Well. Help me out, Wendell. Let's break this lock off and see what's in here.
Wendell flexes, and it does the cartoon thing where his muscles just like drop out the other side. I'll help Sigvald.
All right. Give me a strength check with advantage, because somehow you two are strong. All right. So you jam the crowbar in, pull it back another few jams, give her some twists, and the lock snaps off.
Alright.
Excellent.
Since this one is an iron box, you didn't jab into the box, so it's still sitting there closed with a broken lock.
Alright. I'll lift the little latch thing and do my usual. Use the hook end of the crowbar to lift it up.
All right. As you lift it up, you are greeted by a pile of silver coins, a spear,
Yes.
a dagger, and a broken crossbow.
Nice.
Richard,
Richard,
found
did
a
you go
spear.
upstairs, or did you just come back down after I reminded you of the doors?
I'm staying right about here, kind of peeking my head in the door, looking around.
All right. Sorry.
I let him know about the spear to come take a look.
Okay, I'll come take a look.
It's a spear.
Ah.
It doesn't look fancy in any way. It just looks like a spear.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, and in that box there was about 200 silver pieces. I guess, Richard, as you're looking around, you notice that almost identically to that other door, that same thing is kind of here. And I guess anybody that was interrogating the bandits yesterday would remember that this is where they mentioned there's something. I don't remember what they said personally. I think they told you about a prisoner.
Yeah, I think it was prisoner.
Something like that.
But they did mention it was in this part of the ship.
If I noticed another sketchy part of the wall, I'll give it another boot.
The mighty boot.
All right. As you boot open the door, you're greeted with a whimper. So in this room, again, similar to the last one, it's kind of stretched so the map fit better. This room is barely 4 feet wide, or I guess it's like a 4x8 room. Like, it's pretty small. Yeah, this room looks to be a damp holding cell, and cowering in the corner, there is a slim humanoid figure that is chained to the hull of the ship.
I'm gonna walk in.
He kind of
Hello?
cowers against the wall. Yeah,
Let me
as you say
I'm gonna
hello,
I'm gonna hold out a ration as I say hello as well.
he cannot reach out to it. He is chained to the wall. He kind of whimpers a little bit as you reach towards him with food. He's pretty scared, and as you say hello, he kind of looks at you. It looks like he's thinking.
Well, if he's not gonna take the food, I'm gonna put it back in my pocket, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right. It's not that he's not taking the food; it's that his hands are chained to a wall.
But if I put it towards his mouth, he'll eat it.
Just taunting him with it.
Yeah, as you put it towards his mouth slowly, he kind of reluctantly takes a bite.
Yeah, he can have some. He can have a ration if I can feed it to him.
All right. Yeah, you slowly sit there feeding him a ration. He's pretty weak, so it takes a bit to eat. He looks pretty hungry. Roll your Cure Wounds.
Level 1.
All right. As you reach out to touch him, and he cowers a little bit, and then he feels kind of the warmth, healing magic wash over him. He looks a bit less scared of you guys, and kind of motions to the manacles chaining him to the wall. And he kind of beckons his head up. Kind of trying to point to one of the upper decks. Or, sorry, one of the rooms above you on the upper deck.
I think he's trying to signal where the keys are. I'm gonna start
pockets.
What was that?
I said in Gringus's pockets.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of yelling for Gringus.
Yeah, so I guess while all this was happening, what were you guys doing? I'm assuming Bobson's out like a fucking light.
Yep.
And I'm just waiting there to help Gringus haul out all the ingot.
Nice.
It has been quite a bit. You probably would have been able to pack 20 ingots by now.
There's 40.
No, there's
Oh,
20.
20.
2 boxes of 10.
Oh.
You tried.
I'm not giving you 4,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. Alright, so you guys are just packing and then you chilling looking out at the ocean.
Waiting upstairs, I guess.
Alright. Sigvald went up the stairs to get the key.
Yeah, well, if they didn't hear Richard yelling for Gringus to bring the keys.
Yelling for him.
They're not
What if
very
nobody-
far away, they heard.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll bring him the keys.
Alright. Gringus. Gotta do it from this screen. Gringus, you hear kind of the slap of plate running down the stairs. Out of breath. Gringus hands you a key.
I just give them all the keys because I don't want to have them anymore. They proved useless to me.
They look at the 2 broken locks beside them. Oh no, one's not broken. One's untouched.
I'll take the keys and start trying them.
Alright. Yeah, as you try the first key. Doesn't quite fit in the lock. Try the next key. And the manacles click off. And the guy, like,
Tries to ball you.
eagerly reaches out to give you a hug.
Zombie bite.
I accept the hug.
He's infected now. We have to kill him.
He just becomes you.
What languages do you guys know? Okay, well, this would work really nice. He says, "Who are you?" in Elvish, and only Richard understands.
Oh, I'm Richard of the Yellow Sea. You haven't heard of me? And I'm gonna pull out a picture, and I'm gonna show him the same painting I showed all you guys in episode 1.
I would have understood that too.
You were upstairs.
Oh. Thought those dings came back by now.
Nope, they just unlocked them. Well, unless anybody went upstairs, but... He looks at it, and he looks enthusiastic about everything. He had a very, I guess, a large, like, change of emotion as soon as you unchained him and fed him, and, you know, were generally helpful to him.
And who might you be?
I'm Oceanus.
God of the sea?
I seen this ship driving past our tribe quite a few times, so our chief sent me aboard this ship one of the days when they were taking a rest and laying anchor. I snuck aboard, and they captured me, and they imprisoned me here. I'm not really sure how long I've been here.
Well, let's not worry too much about that. Let's get upstairs and get you healthy and home.
I'd be glad to come along. I want to get rid of these. They've been I want to rid the ocean of the ship. It's been coming through our lands repeatedly.
Well, now let's not be hasty here. We're thinking about commandeering this to be our new fishing boat.
As long as you're not driving it through our sacred lands. Boating it? Piloting it? Piloting it.
Yeah,
Sailing it.
that's it.
Sailing it.
There you go.
Nothing to worry here. I'll just be fishing off it like I normally would fish off my rowboat.
Yeah. Gore, you would be able to kind of pick this up as they've kind of started talking a bit louder, and Oceanus has some life into him. The other three, no idea what the fuck's happening. This is all in Elvish.
Who's this guy?
I'm Oceanus.
I might have a little bit of an idea. Depending. What language is he actually speaking?
Elvish.
I know Sylvan.
Different.
Which is, yeah, it's based off of, or Elven's based off of it.
Yeah. I mean, you might be able to understand a word or two.
I probably would know enough to know he's speaking like the other version.
Maybe, but I think in the purpose of D&D, everything's based off of Primordial, so their languages are all different enough that knowing one doesn't help you with another. Or else you just take Primordial and be able to identify any language.
Alright, I think we're all heading upstairs.
Well, there was a lot of them on the ship. Did you deal with them all?
As far as we know.
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna
just
I'm gonna
quickly reading through.
tap on the wood behind me and hopefully hear nothing. Yep, 100%. Got them all.
What wood?
Well, I'm gonna like tap on the wall behind me, make some noise.
Nothing happens.
Yep.
I guess there is a door here and here as well.
I mean, you guys do you. I'm still gonna take this guy upstairs.
All right. Yeah. He willingly follows you guys up the stairs. I guess as you get to the top of the stairs, coming up from this angle, Craig, you notice that you can like peek into this. Peeking in, you kind of see this room again. Only look at half it though. You only see the first half. So just an empty, what appears to be a storage room. A couple more doors. That's it. Oh.
Is there still another thing going below me? Like there is up top? Like, is there another level?
Yeah, if you go up to like peek at this, you notice that there is like another one kind of here, straight down, like a similar latch. And that's all you can really see from up here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Me and Buddy here are just gonna go hang out.
All right. And the rest of you guys following them upstairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I guess anybody else that went down the stairs afterwards would have also noticed, you know, the giant locked box in this room and everything else that I described. All right. So you guys have explored, you know, roughly 3/4 of the ship.
Logan go.
Logan might have to go to bed, maybe,
Oh, maybe.
or internet derped. Yeah, what else would you guys like to do? You starting to sail it back to Saltmarsh now?
I think so.
Sure.
Should we maybe take a rest on the boat before we sail back?
Yeah, I'd be down for a short rest.
I mean, how far are we from shore?
It'd be about, for you guys to get this boat back with the reduced crew capacity, probably take you 45 minutes to an hour to get back to the mansion.
Jesus, how long were we rowing?
A little bit more than half an hour to row here. Alright, so you guys set up for a short rest then, and
Yep, sounds good to me.
do whatever you're doing on a short rest.
Hey, max HP again.
All right. Was anybody kind of keeping watch or listening or?
Wendell definitely wouldn't have been.
I mean, can we still roll our hit dice and do that? Because I only didn't really need to heal that much. I could have kept watch.
Yeah, I'd say you could. I mean, you're kind of just relaxing. You're not really doing anything. Yeah, I guess if you're with your passive perception and kind of listening, you just hear the ocean. It's windy.
Wind's howling.
Wind's howling.
There's a storm a brewing.
All right. So you guys take your short rest, heal up a bit.
And sail away.
You kind of want to keep exploring too.
After my extended nap, I wake up. Going to sail this ship. I do have something that could prove useful. And I explain the scroll of Gust of Wind.
Oh,
Now, does anybody know anything about sailing? Richard, do you know how to pilot a ship of this size?
Well, been a while, but I'm sure I could manage.
All right, well, you, rest of you folk with young, strong backs, get the sails into position, and Richard, you get us on the right heading, and I will provide the wind.
And Wendell wanders off into the rest of the ship he wanted to explore.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've got Bims with me, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, so I guess while they're sailing, anybody that's manning a position, let me know. I guess
I'll be in the crow's nest.
I would need one person at the wheel
That'll
and
be
at
me.
least two people at the sail riggings, and then Bobson, I guess, at kind of up here with the wind.
I think Gore and Gringus should be on the sail riggings.
Wait, is gust of wind just magically produced as if there's no backwards force?
Well, I mean, it doesn't push me back, so I'm going to say that it breaks the laws of physics.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it makes a strong wind blasting out from you in a direction you choose. So if you like stood there and directed it at a sail, the boat would just go that direction because physics is ignored.
Perfect.
Isaac Newton turns over in his grave.
All right.
Slap
So
a magnet on him, you got infinite electricity there.
Yep.
If he's turning over in his grave, might as well harness it.
Sigvald, I guess, crawls up into the crow's nest. I don't know where the actual riggings. Oh, up there. All right. And Wendell into the basement. Where do you go, Wendell? Which direction?
Oh, that was a terrible idea. Let's go back to the bottom room where we found the prisoner guy.
All right. So you go down those stairs.
Yep.
All right. So Bobson, I guess, while we're doing this, reads his spell scroll off. Well, Gringus and Gore, give me strength checks, and if you have proficiency in water vehicles, you can do a strength check with that proficiency. I don't know. Yeah, so I think if you just click that and then put strength when it pops up. Alright, you guys pull the rigging and tie it
Nice.
properly. Craig, give me a wisdom check with your water vehicles. I think you have them as well.
I do, but it's not on my character sheet.
Yeah, so you, I guess just roll like any skill check that you had proficiencies with. So you can just add 2 to that 22, I guess, is how that would work.
Yeah.
So you expertly put the wheel in the right direction to position the rudder, and Bobson lets off this gust of wind as the ship starts moving. Did anybody raise the anchor?
Oh, yep, I did.
All right. Took a few seconds before you guys started, but you're real strong, so it worked.
Man, then me and Go ever fucked those sails up.
You guys fucking got some greasy rolls for driving the vehicle.
Oh, and Richard.
All right, and then yeah, with Bobson's gust of wind, you guys are off. I'll need one more set of those same checks, and it'll kind of plot the course for the entire journey. All right, Gringus's is good. Gores starts to kind of drop the rope a bit as he went to reposition it, but he catches it on, and everything's looking good. You guys are going straight back to town at a rate of whatever gust of wind moves.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's not going to break physics that hard, so you guys are only moving like 60 feet a turn. Oh no, wait. 15 feet every 6 seconds is your rate of travel. Because that's the strength of gust of wind. It pushes things 15 feet away, so...
Yeah, but a sail has a lot more surface area than a medium creature.
Ooh, the blast is 10 feet wide, so it should at least do double that.
But you can't go faster than the wind.
But it's pushing on twice as much surface area than a 5-foot wide creature.
The wind isn't
I
blowing
mean-
15, it can blow things back 15, so it's obviously going way faster than that.
Alright, sure. You're going faster than 15 feet every 30 feet every 6 seconds. This thing, physics already doesn't make sense. I'm not going to try to fix it. Considering Bobson's just doing this, he's generating wind out of nothing.
I mean, imagine how strong real wind would have to be to push a human back 15 feet.
True.
I just googled it and I'm getting 50 miles an hour
Oh!
for gust of wind.
You guys are
motoring
fucking
noise.
flying, I guess.
That'll do it. 50 miles.
Gotta rename this boat the Flying Dutchman because it's gonna get airborne.
Alright.
Where's Gerbeck to slap some wings on this bitch?
Yeah.
That would be legendary. Alright, Wendell, you feel the boat start moving? Which door are you going in?
Gonna go in this one.
Alright. So you crack open the door. And inside you see what looks to be a cargo hold. So there is this time a lit lantern dropping down. Through the center, there's the mast, which goes straight up to the crow's nest. Beside it, there is narrow stairs which go up to the grate, like above you guys. You can see up into the sky from where you are. Against the aft bulkhead, which is this stupid thing, there are about, at a quick estimate, 50 bolts of silk stacked, piled up against the wall, give or take 0 bolts.
Nice.
Looking around, you notice a bunch of kegs stacked against either wall, which are all kind of secured by ropes. Give it a quick count. The north wall has 20 barrels, and the southern wall has 40.
That's a lot of booze.
They are all similarly marked with kind of a royalish symbol. And that's all. Oh, and there you do notice this large crate as well, sitting in the middle of the room. And then against the far wall, you notice one more door here.
All right. What's this on the floor here?
This?
Yeah.
Stairs that go up into another latch. The latch that was on the above floor.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go up the stairs. How far up is the latch from like the top of the stairs? Can I reach it?
Yeah, like it looks like it connects to like, oh, I can't drag you, but I can from this screen. It's like a latch that somebody would have to pull open from above, but it like the stairs connect with right there.
Okay. All right.
Like you're too weak to kind of push that big door open, but yeah, the stairs do like flush with the poop deck.
All right. I will then continue on and look through the grate here. Probably don't see too much because it'll be dark.
Nope, it is lit in this room, and you are holding your light.
Great.
You kind of peeking in, you see a pretty gross looking bilge. You can see just kind of looking around the hatch and maneuvering about. It looks like it's about the entire length of the ship. There are no inner walls from what you can see. There's a thick layer of wet sand kind of around the ground, which is then covered with about an inch of really green, greasy looking water. Just kind of listening for a bit and looking around, you can hear a bit of scuttling, as if there's something that lives down there, but it kind of just sounds like rats from your knowledge.
Huh.
It does look like there is a lot of garbage sitting down there from, you know, various crew members throwing garbage down in over the years.
All right. I'll go open this door then.
All right. All right, as you kind of open the last door there, you are filled with kind of a foul odor. It smells like sweat. It appears to be a crew quarter at which most of the bandits you guys murdered appear to have bunked. There is another companionway that goes up to the main deck. Let's see. Around the perimeter of the cabin, slung between various hooks on bulkheads, there is hammocks, and they're currently all unoccupied. Beneath each hammock, there's a brass-bound wooden chest, similar to all the other cabins you were in. Most are closed. The two nearest to you here are open, and it just, from what you can tell, just peeking about without digging, they look like clothes. In the center, there's a big table, similarly bolted down, with two benches beside it, also bolted down. And beside you, there's a hanging of curtains that are loosely kind of hanging on a wire that's strung across a near the roof.
We see what's behind the curtain, even though I can see it on the map.
It's a shitter. It's pretty gross. The curtains, as you get closer, are stained kind of yellow in spots and brown.
Ugh.
It's gross.
I do not touch the curtains. I
That's
just
fair.
mage hand them open. My desire to not want to touch them conjuring this arcane hand.
Alright. A hand shows up and moves over the curtain, and it smells like shit. A bit
Move it
worse
back.
than it already did, as if the curtain was maybe doing something.
I move it back. And just dismiss the hand and go upstairs.
As you walk by the table, you do notice that there is a bunch of playing cards and dice, and there's an open book on the table.
I'm gonna gather up the playing cards and the dice.
Alright. The playing cards are a bit greasy, but there is a pack of playing cards, and there is 2 sets of dice sitting there. I don't know what constitutes a set of dice, but...
You need a d20 and a couple d6s. Alright. And then I'll head upstairs.
Alright. As Wendell comes up the stairs, I'd like the people sailing the boat to give me one more set of those checks.
Jesus, how far are we going?
Up the stairs and be like, oh, hey, we're moving! Cool.
I'll roll Richards. If I can find it. Alright. Richard's good. This time, Gringus, you kind of stumble to adjust the ropes and drop it. I'd like you to make another strength check to see if you recover the rope. Alright, you reach forward, you catch the rope, you retie it down, and you're good to go. You guys boat for a few minutes, and a few more minutes, you see the island, or the house, peering off the cliffside, kind of rapidly coming into view. As you slowly, well, actually extremely quickly, make it back to the haunted mansion.
Hey.
There's a place to dock there?
There is not.
Can we just take it to town?
Yeah, you could have, with the same gust of wind.
Nice.
I did not read chat.
Only lasts 1 minute.
No, I'd say even with the 1 minute gust of wind, it gave you kind of enough initial force that you could have dropped the sails and like coasted quite a big distance.
We got our turbo booster.
And yeah, you guys were going to town this whole time.
Hmm?
And
Nice.
you arrive at the dock. With Richard kind of guiding you guys right into Ida's dock. And that's what we'll pick up next time.
It. Now hopefully the ship doesn't get confiscated by the authorities.
That would suck. That would suck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, you guys made it back to town, and I guess finished exploring the ship. We'll pick back up next week, as we'll continue through on Sunday, and we'll continue descending into Avernus tomorrow,
Hey.
as we hopefully don't all die.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
First question.
Inspiration?
Oh yeah, we should vote on inspiration. All right,
Bobson.
who gets inspiration?
I'm gonna vote Richard for being at the helm.
I'm gonna vote Richard for being really, really nice to the log up dude.
The whole time you guys were boating, that guy is standing at like the helm, just loving it.
He wasn't helping.
Nobody asked him to help.
What a dick. Him
Got
in
him.
the window.
I'll give mine to Bobson for the RP with the couch. It's an amazing discovery. Sits on the couch.
I'll give mine to Richard for being the second best captain on deck.
Oh, yeah, right behind Gringus.
Oh! Got fired.
Oh, just kidding, I never drove a boat in my life.
I'm gonna give mine to Bobson for the RP.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so I think that makes it 2 for Bobson, but 3 for Richard. And
Yep.
since Logan isn't here, I think that means Richard takes it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Richard.
Love you.
All right, now we'll end it for real this time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.